In this video, let's go over the stocks that we are watching for this week. In this video, I have a bunch of setups that I am watching for this week. Call options that I want to buy in right at market open, and I'll be giving you guys the live buy and sell alerts on Discord. So we got a ton of plays for this week. Now let's get started with the earnings calendar that we have happening this week. So this week is going to be huge, as well as next week, and expect some volatility. On Tuesday, we got Tesla reporting earnings. On Wednesday, we got Meta reporting earnings. We got Chipotle reporting earnings. And on Thursday, we got Microsoft and Google and Intel and Snapchat and Roku all reporting earnings. So we got a bunch of blue chip companies that are reporting earnings this week. So expect some volatility. Like Meta stock went up over 10% in its last earnings report. So expect some volatility, and just to be careful. It might be a week to not trade, or next week another week to not trade because of this volatility. So that there are going to be a lot of plays that I am looking at, but just expect some volatility for the overall market. Overnight we're gonna have gap ups and gaps down over 10%, 5%. And it is going to be huge. Now, the first stock is the S&P 500 that I'm looking at, the SPY. So this is the overall market. Now, SPY really looks like it has hit the bottom. We could see that SPY is down over 4% on the weekly time frame, and it is down over 5% this month. So this month alone, the SPY is down over 5%. We are still in our overall uptrend, but dips like these is where we want to buy now. So if we're taking a look at the SPY on the daily time frame, there are many things that I am looking at. The first thing that I want to take a look at is the RSI, because the RSI is a very unusual thing. Okay, RSI is an indicator that tells us if a stock is overbought or oversold, and we are looking at the oversold levels. The last time we hit levels like these for the RSI was October of 2023. So last year was the last time. So this is really a rare moment for the RSI. And the thing about the RSI is the way it works is it tracks the speed in which the stock goes up or down on. So if we're drastically falling and having a sharp drop, then the RSI also has that sharp drop. So since we had a very nice sharp drop, the probability of us bouncing is a lot higher. Now I want to take a look at again multiple things for the SPY. Let me get my brush here. We could see that we are sitting at a very nice level of support, 494. We could see that this was a previous level of support. So again, this is the number one sign for it to be bullish. And then obviously we have the RSI, and then if we just take a look at the numbers and how we are down over 5%, what is the probability that we bounce from here? So taking a look at the SPY, I am bullish this week. I think the chart is looking extremely bullish. When we have drops like these, this is the time to buy in, especially since it is at a nice level of support for the SPY. So we can see, we have a drop, consolidate or whatnot, we might bounce, but overall we are at a very nice level of support for the SPY. So we had over a 5 to 6% leg down. We had a 6% leg down here for the SPY, and we could see that SPY occasionally has 6% leg drops. So I think this is going to be a very nice healthy pullback for SPY to buy the dip on. Probably play a week out, 2 week out call options on the SPY, but overall SPY is looking very good. Volume isn't speaking much, but the RSI and the support are the two big things for the SPY. Next, we have QQQ, which is the tech ETF. QQQ also looks very similar and looks amazing, just like SPY. So we can see that 413 is that level of support. It was a previous level of resistance, but now it is a very nice level of support. And then we can see that the RSI is absolutely amazing. Okay, again, the last time we hit these low levels for the RSI was last year of October. So both SPY and QQQ are looking very nice and very bullish. And I think this is the perfect buy the dip opportunity for weekly call options to play the bounce on, or just shares alone. And obviously you could do leveraged shares like on TQQQ. So you can buy this stock, which moves triple the amount of QQQ. So instead of doing options, you could play this. So QQQ is looking very nice, and that is it with the two ETFs. The first stock that I'm looking at for this week to buy right at market open for a potential breakout is going to be gold. So we have the gold ETF, ticker symbol GLD. We have an amazing ascending triangle setup on GLD. Now, we had this previous setup where we made a video on, we talked about it on Discord. Amazing breakout on gold from that setup, and yet again we have even a better setup because we are getting extremely tight. So I'm watching this right at market open, and again in the Discord I'll be sending you guys the buy and sell alert, because sometimes I may not even play this setup depending on what happens at market open. So the number one indicator that I'm looking at for gold is going to be a close above 221. So I'm gonna make this color yellow. This is going to be our breakout area for gold. So right at market open, we need to be above 221, and I want to grab weekly call options for ticker symbol GLD. Now, the reason that I love this setup and why this is an amazing A+ setup is because it is getting extremely tight. So we just have one more day. This next candlestick is going to decide if we break out to the downside or to the upside. Now, our price target is going to be 225, which is this wick. So this wick is looking extremely nice for gold. So again, I will be keeping you guys update on Discord. I'm really excited for this play. This is going to be my number one play. And again, this is a continuation play. We have broken the uptrend on really the weekly, like every single time frame, we are breaking the uptrend. We have this massive cup and handle for gold, and it is having this massive, the last time we had this bull trend, the last time we had a bull market for gold was in 2011, when we had the financial crisis. So gold has broken off this massive cup and handle, and then on the daily we have a ascending triangle, and I want to do weekly call options off the ascending triangle breakout for gold, ticker symbol GLD. The next play we have is Microsoft. So we had a nice 27% gain, I believe 25% gain on the Discord, where we played calls off of this level. So we bought in calls right here, and then we sold right at the top of this candlestick. You guys can check the Discord for that. Nice quick 27% gain, but pretty much just buying weekly call options. And the thing is, I actually wanted to enter in weekly call options before Friday market close. I mentioned it in the Discord, but I want to enter in right on market open. I wasn't able to enter in on Friday, but I really think that we might gap up, and we might just play a quick bounce. Okay, just play like a 1 to 2% bounce off of shares, and with options that is going to be a nice 50% gain at least. Now we do have earnings coming up, so again, sell before earnings, but the chart and the setup for Microsoft looks absolutely amazing to just play the quick bounce. Bounces like these. And you could just do weekly call options. And again, I love Microsoft because we have played Microsoft a lot. Even here alone, we also had this setup on Microsoft. Then we had this setup. And then we had this setup. Then we had another one here. So I could really go back, all the way back, and we can see that we had multiple setups for Microsoft, and it is setting up yet again to play calls off the level of support. So next we have Nike. Pretty much, we already bought in shares. I made a video on it here. We kept talking about it, but pretty much if you bought in shares at $88 or at $90, you're chilling, you're doing good. Just have the stop loss close below. We now have a descending triangle instead of a symmetrical triangle. Nike is looking absolutely amazing. This is going to be one of our biggest long-term share plays for a year out. So Nike is looking good here. So the last play is going to be Bitcoin, a play on Bitcoin. So we just had the Bitcoin halving on on Friday, I believe, and Bitcoin is looking amazing because we have this consolidation period, but specifically I am taking a look at RIOT. RIOT is a blockchain, it is a mining company, so they mine Bitcoin, and the chart looks absolutely amazing because we have a descending triangle, we have the halving coming up, and every time during the Bitcoin bull run, RIOT just goes absolutely insane. And the play that I want to base off is mostly technical analysis by buying low and selling high. So just taking a look at the chart here, I'm loving an idea for shares as long as if we hold the $9 level for RIOT. So not just RIOT, we have a bunch of stocks, a bunch of mining companies. We have like Hive, we have like HUT, HUT, but cheap stocks like these are all sitting at levels of support, and the Bitcoin halving is here, and we have a potential bull market that is coming up. I'll probably make a whole video on it, but RIOT is looking good. Anything with Bitcoin is looking good. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to join the Discord, link in the description, and the newsletter will be out right at market open. So if you have not already, make sure to subscribe to the free newsletter, and see you guys later.